So before I begin with my video, I am a terrible person. I forgot to mention that over the course of this horrific year, my family and I managed to have 3 new pets in the house. 2 Pomchies. We have one that's named Dixie. That's my mom's puppy. We have one named Dino, and that's my grandma's puppy. I have my kitten, Quinn. She's a calico kitten named after Harley Quinn. And let me tell you something. Her personality is very much Harley Quinn. Greetings, salutations, Eddie here. Welcome back to my channel. And you're going to see this band-aid on my finger. Or band-aids. It's 3 of them. Because hangnail. That's all I gotta say. So, I don't know if you guys ever had the brand Tazo, or Tazo, whatever you want to call it. This is the Awake English Breakfast Tea. Right there. It's really good. I usually have coffee in the morning, then I have tea in the afternoon. But afternoon is like 9 o'clock p.m. So, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be talking about all the historical novels that I want to read, excluding this pile right here, because I already talked about that before. Instacarma is not part of the pile. It's like back there. So, I have a confession. I love historical books. I love historical books. I love historical films. I love historical shows. I'm obsessed with them. Recently, I just started to rewatch The Crown, and I absolutely love The Crown. The Crown, The King's Speech, The Post. The Post is everything that I wanted and more. So, anyways, let's just get right into the list of books. I have my computer over here, so you're going to be seeing me look over awkwardly at my computer screen. And if you guys have read any of these books, I'm going to be mentioning it in this video. Let me know what you thought of them down below. I'm going to step over here, and I'll put the book covers right in front of the Divergent poster. And the first one is Alka Joshi's The Henna Artist. I'm pretty sure I just butchered her name, I'm sorry. But this is a book set in the 50s, and it's about a woman who is a henna artist. And the henna artist is a woman that I believe that does all the hand tattooing or hand work. And the henna artwork is outstanding. And I want to learn, and I want to read this book because 1, the plot sounds absolutely amazing. 2, the cover is absolutely stunning. And 3, it's Reese's book club pick. And 4, I want to learn more about this culture. So I got this. I have this on my list. I haven't purchased it yet. I really want to. I heard it's absolutely amazing, and it's being turned into a film. I think it's his first in a 2-part series, I think. I just want to read. The Henna Artist is on this list. Next is Robin the Fever's Grave Mercy, and also the rest of the His Fair Assassin series. And this is about assassin nuns. And each book follows a different character. So the first one follows... I'll put the character's name right below my face. But I completely forgot what the character's name is. But the next one is Sabella. And the next one is Aneth. I forgot what this one's name is. But this one, I want to read this because 1, assassin nuns. What more do you want from that? And 2, I heard that it's a really great representation of the time period. And 3, I heard the female characters kick ass, so I want more of that. So that's on this list. Cover redesigns are absolutely spectacular. I love them so much. And I love the tagline too. Why be the sheep when you... The sheaf. Why be the sheep when you could be the wolf? Next is All the Light We Cannot See. A coworker of mine talked to me about this book, and she said it's absolutely spectacular. So... and it's something that I would really enjoy as well. That's what she said. And when I read the plot, it does sound like something I would definitely enjoy. And I will not be, and I'm sorry I'm not giving out, synopsises because there's a lot of books on this list. But I heard it's absolutely spectacular. I believe there's a film coming out, or there is a film, or I may be just confusing it with another book in this pile. I'm not sure. But yeah, but I heard it. I think it's set in France, so. Any book set in France, I'm here for it. Next is The Light Between Oceans by M.L. Stedman, and this is a film with Michael Fassbender and Alicia Vikander, I believe is how you say your name. And there are some amazing cover quotes on here. There's Unforgettable, Tender, and Extraordinary and Heartrending by Marcus Zuzak, who's the author of The Book Thief. And I heard this book is absolutely emotional, which I think that's the theme of most historical novels. Um, but I'm excited for this. And also, I haven't watched the film, but I heard the film is just as amazing, if not better. I think this has to do with something to deal with a lighthouse, and because there's a lighthouse on the cover, but also the light between oceans, because the light goes around the. I don't know. I'm totally guessing here. The Fountains of Silence by Rudis Apetis. Now, as you can tell, I have Salt of the Sea in between Shades of Grey. I got the Fountains of Silence for my grandmother for Christmas, and she is super excited, and I'm super excited. This one is set in Madrid, 1950 or 1940s or something like that. And like I said, anything set in this time period I'm going to love. And also, Rudis Apetis' reputation has proved that she can research books well, and she can definitely make it riveting and interesting and spectacular. I'm excited to read this book. I heard it's absolutely spectacular, and I heard this is actually her best novel, which is saying a lot because I also heard the same thing with Salt of the Sea and Between Shades of Grey. Haven't heard many things about Out of the Easy, so I don't know if I will read that next. After Between Shades of Grey, I may read these two books and get Fountains of Silence for my grandmother. Next is a novel that I do have on my shelf. It's right here, and that is These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. And this is set in the 1800s. This is a mystery novel, a mystery suspense novel. And I heard amazing things about this novel too. I know it has like kind of a low rating on Goodreads, like 3 point something out of 5. But like I said, any murder mystery in a historical setting, I'm gonna love. And I want more standalones. This is a young adult novel, and you don't see a lot of mystery standalone novels in YA, or just standalones in YA in general, because everybody's obsessed with series, and I'm obsessed with series. I mean, obviously, because I did a ranking of my series before, but I do want to read These Shallow Graves because it does sound interesting, and it sounds like something I would definitely devour. Next is a very long series, and this is the Billy Boyle series by James R. Ben, and this is a World War II mystery, and pretty self-explanatory. World War II mysteries, I'm gonna be hooked. This is like on book 5 or something like that, and I'm just, first of all, the covers are like so nostalgic to me. They're so cool. But I don't know why every time I see like an old like a old-fashioned themed cover for a new book, I just get like so like nostalgic and so happy, because it just reminds me of like my childhood, and I would see my grandmother's or my grandfather's books, and they would have this kind of cover. I'm excited to read the series. It's like on book 15 or something like that. But World War II mystery, I'm hooked. Next is another ongoing series, and that's the Macy Dobbs series by Jacqueline Winspear. And let me tell you a story. So, the recent novel American Agent, I believe is what it's called, or American Spy or something like that. I was in Powell's, which is a bookstore in Portland, which is kind of close to where I live. They had it on the shelf, and it's like a new book, and I'm like, oh cool, this looks interesting. I mean, the cover, like I said about the Billy Boyle books, the covers are absolutely amazing for the Macy Dobbs novels. So I went to go look, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So I went to go read the plot, and it said Macy Dobbs returns. I'm like, bitch, no. You mean to tell me that I have to read the first book? You guys, I found out that this is also book 15 of the Macy Dobbs series, and I got so mad because now I had to invest in the character for 14 novels, and I just but I also, like I said, anything set in this time period and a mystery, I'm going to read it. And apparently Macy Dobbs is a private investigator or something like that, so I'm a sucker for that. Next is the Maggie Hope series by Susan Aaliyah McNeil. I butchered your name, Miss Susan, I'm sorry. And the first book is Mr. Churchill's Secretary. And Maggie Hope, I believe, is a code breaker for the Britain military to win the war against the Nazis. I believe she's a code breaker. And I found out about this book two ways. One, I read about this, like, best mystery novels, or best, like, political books, or best historical novels, a list like that somewhere. And two, if you love Macy Dobbs, you will love this book. So I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds fun and interesting. So I looked it up. It sounds interesting. So it's on this list. Super excited to read this. But also I love the covers to all these novels. Next is The Diviners by Libba Bray, and I love Libba Bray's Beauty Queens, and I also read The Diviners, and I love her writing style so much. It's such a great writing style. I haven't read Going Bovine, or I believe is what it's called. I read The Diviners, which is the first book of the series, obviously. I have not read Layer of Dreams, or Before the Devil Breaks You, or The King of Crows, but I heard the series is excellent. And the series is set in the 20s. It's like a not supernatural. It's been a while since I read it, so excuse me. It's a mystery, murder, like, suspense, psychological thing or something like that. I really enjoyed The Diviners, but I feel like I had to reread it to read Layer of Dreams and Before the Devil Breaks You and The King of Crows. But the series, I have never seen a series go through two cover changes. The first original cover of The Diviners, amazing, you know? Then they did a cover change for Layer of Dreams, which, you know, to me, was the best. But then you have the new ones, which actually look kind of cool to me. But yeah, so I've never seen a series go through two cover changes ever. Then the other series by Libba Bray is the Gemma Doyle series, excuse me, which starts with The Great and Terrible Beauty and continues to Rebel Angels and The Sweetfire Thing. I don't know anything about the Great and Terrible Beauty trilogy, but I was told that it's absolutely amazing, and if I loved, you know, books or shows like The Tudors, then I would love The Great and Terrible Beauty. So I'm like, I love The Tudors, so I'm gonna read The Great and Terrible Beauty novel, or the trilogy, and also Libba Bray. I want to get into more like Libba Bray novels. And that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below your thoughts of any of these books that I talked about tonight. Tonight, it's probably going to go up tomorrow morning. And also, what did you think of the cover redesigns of the Diviners trilogy? And have you read the very long series of Billy Boyle or the Macy Dobbs series? If you have, let me know what you thought of them down below. And also, am I the only one alone in the booktube world that actually likes historical fiction novels? I don't want to be alone in this. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a blessed day, a blessed weekend. Hope you guys are wearing a mask at all times. Be safe, Godspeed, God bless, and I will see everyone soon in my next video. Deuces.